On Osrc News at 7, residents of Ondo State capital lament deplorable road condition. Osrc Director General Odushola Stevenson shines with leadership award from engineers. Court dismisses Gani Adams' 5 billion naira defamation suit against Sunday Igboho. And from the foreign scene, Ronaldo, Messi, others pay emotional tribute to departed Liverpool player Diogo Jota. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us on the news at 7. I am Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi. Good road networks are critical to the development of any society, which is why governments invest billions of naira on road infrastructure. However, the deplorable road conditions in certain areas of Akure, particularly on the Oluwatoyi-Ijoka and Ilesha or Benin Expressway near the ongoing flyover, are a tale of woe for residents. In this report, OSRC's Blessing Obe reports on the state of these roads and how it affects life in the area.
A daily struggle for motorists and commuters navigating this road has become a headache. The Ilesha to Benin Highway is one of the major routes linking the southwest to the south-south and the north-central. Despite several allocations for its reconstruction, parts of the road sections remain in deplorable state. At Oyarabulem in Akure, this portion of the road has become nearly impassable, and it gets worse whenever it rains.
The federal government has awarded the construction of the Ilesha to Benin Road for about 3 times, but no attention has been paid to this particular road. What you are seeing is the daily struggle for residents and motorists who power through this road. The poor state of the road is now damaging their vehicles, and not only damaging their vehicles, but causing danger to their overall well-being.
This damaged section lies close to the flyover project by the Ondo State government. Yet residents say basic maintenance, like fixing critically damaged portions, is missing. Many lament the impact on their vehicles and the growing cost of repairs.
See the heavy rain that fell yesterday. It has even caused more damages to the road. So I'm appealing to the government to come and help us. It is not when the road cut into two and nobody can pass that the government will now feel the impact.
We are appealing to the government to help us to do it so that everywhere can be, all will be okay. People will be moving freely.
In the face of this neglect, concerned residents are taking matters into their own hands, putting up temporary measures to ease movement. The situation is the same along Oluwatoyi to Ijoka Road in the heart of the state capital. This section marks the starting point of the Ijoka Road Dualization project, yet no attention from either the contractor or the supervising Ministry of Infrastructure, Lands and Housing.
This road, the dust, especially when there is rain, there will be slippery on the road. One will not be moving flexible and comfortable as it should be. And I think it's something that government have to look into, that any contract or any
I need to maintain every 15 days because the road is very, very bad.
Good roads are essential for economic activities and daily commuting, but when left in a bad condition, they become a burden to all. Calls are growing for both the federal and the Ondo state governments to intervene urgently and fix these critical roads to ease movement and improve lives. Until then, residents can only hope their voices will finally be heard. Blessing be Osrc News.
Meanwhile, a recent visit to Onyerugbulem Road in Akure has revealed significant improvement as identified community members have intervened to address the neglect, turning up temporary measures to ease movement by filling the potholes and making the previously impassable road manageable for all users. As the condition of these critical roads continue to deteriorate, there is a growing chorus of demands for the federal and Ondo state governments to take immediate and decisive actions to repair and maintain them, ensuring seamless movement and improved livelihoods.
So àwọn tàbí ẹnu bí kárí pé bíbí ṣe rí ó máa ń ba mọ́tò wa jẹ́ so àwọn náà ní ká try ká lè wá bí òkúta ká lè fi ilẹ̀ lórí àwa taxi driver ọlọ́kọ́ àti ṣẹlẹ̀ láwọn tó ń ná ọ̀wọ̀ ìkàrẹ́ so gbogbo aláwa bí ìta ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn lọ́wọ́ so àti rí pé bí ìṣe fẹ́ máa ta mọ́tò wa jẹ́ ìwé ká ọ̀gá wa ní ká lọ ká fíìlì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní kíbẹ̀ lè fi fún wa díẹ̀ so àìmọ̀ èèyàn wa tó ń gbé bọ̀tán plate ẹ̀ shaft ẹ̀ bí ló ti ń fọ́ so àdẹ̀rọ ìjọba wa ó lé pé ó wà nípa ìgbé amọ̀ pé it's a federal road but ó tún bọ́ sí àárín ìgboro ti Ondo State àtẹ ìjọba wa kéde ọba ìṣèjọba bá lè máa ṣe díẹ̀ sí lóko àwọn máa ní problem.
In the meantime, Vice President Kashim Shettima has announced that Nigeria will soon phase out its reliance on diesel generators, transitioning to an integrated hybrid energy system. Speaking at the Decarbonizing Infrastructure in Nigeria Summit in Abuja, the Vice President emphasized that climate action is no longer a luxury but a critical economic imperative for Nigeria's future. He underscored the urgency of the matter, stating that for Nigeria's future, climate action is no longer a luxury but a critical economic imperative. The Vice President projected that if Nigeria successfully implements its climate strategies, the country could generate over 1.5 million green jobs by 2035, open up new export markets in clean energy and climate-smart agriculture. The highlight of the summit was Shettima's announcement of plans to transform the Onne port in Rivers State into Nigeria's first fully green port. The resident electoral commissioner of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Anambra State, Dr. Elizabeth Agu, has announced that the continuous voter registration exercise in the state will commence on July 8 ahead of the governorship election slated for November 8, 2025. Agu made this known at the state INEC office in Oka, stressing that the CRV exercise is strictly for the upcoming governorship election and not for the by-elections for the Senate and House of Assembly. She also outlined INEC's program for activity for the year, including the conduct of the governorship election, senatorial by-election, House of Assembly election and the voter registration exercise, Dr. Agu appealed to the people of Anambra to take the opportunity seriously and urged them to register and vote in the upcoming election so they can play their part in choosing who governs them. The REC also announced that all non-sensitive election materials had arrived, while sensitive materials are expected soon. The Nigerian Union of Teachers Federal Capital Territory will soon call off the 3-month primary school teachers strike following the intervention of the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. Chief of Staff to the Minister, Mr. Chidi Amadi, disclosed this in Abuja after a closed-door meeting with the Area Council Chairman, leadership of the NUT and representatives of the FCT administration and others. Amadi explained that the meeting was convened by the minister in addition to previous interventions to find a lasting solution to the prolonged teacher strike. He said after extensive deliberation, a decision was reached to put the issues to rest. He announced that part of the resolution was to withhold the 10% accrued internally generated revenue of the area councils for the past 6 months. The Nigerian Medical Association has issued a 21-day ultimatum to the federal government to meet its demand to avert industrial action in the health sector. The association expressed disappointment and condemned the circular on the consequential adjustment of allowances under the consolidated medical salary structure for medical and dental practitioners in Nigeria. According to NMA President Bala Audu, the association rejected the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission's circular dated June 27, 2025 on the review of allowances for medical and dental officers in the federal public service. Professor Audu said the circular violated previous collective bargaining agreements with the government, adding that the recent development had worsened already existing tension among doctors who had remained committed to serving in Nigeria despite ongoing challenges. The NMA president stressed that the association had consistently engaged in dialogue with relevant government agencies and the Federal Ministry of Health in good faith and remained committed to continued dialogue as long as their rightful entitlements were appropriately addressed. The Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board, JAMB, will on Tuesday, July 8th, determine the 2025 admission benchmarks for universities, polytechnics, colleges of education, and monotechnics in the country. According to the verified JAMB handle on X, the admission benchmarks will be set during this year's policy meeting, which was being scheduled to hold at Bola Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja. The 2025 policy meeting is the gathering of stakeholders where policy guidelines and other relevant regulations on admissions are discussed and ratified for the next academic year. You're watching the news at 7 on Osrc television. We take a break now. When we come back, the news continues. Please don't go away.
Hooray! Niger Delta, it's time to give thanks because the NDDC is 25 and we invite you to join us for a Thanksgiving service to commemorate this celebration. The past 25 years has been a period of great development and milestone achievements for the Commission in all 9 states of our oil-rich region, such as over 5,200 kilometers of roads constructed, over 57,000 solar street lights installed across the region, the 132/33 kV electricity substation in Okitikupa, and many more. For all of these, we have deemed it fit to say thank you to the Lord. Date: Sunday, the 6th of July 2025. Venue: St. Thomas Anglican Church, Akure, with the reception to follow immediately at the Dome International Event Center, Akure, Ondo State. The NDDC, 25 years of making a difference.
The best thing we are doing now is putting Osrc on the front burner of our needs.
We have a successful inclusiveness, and know that it's necessary for our people to get educated and invest in their own life, their own livelihood, a fair society. We will launch a bold new initiative to empower 400,000 young Nigerians, including youth corpers, with consumer credit.
The dream is realizable. The way we are going, we have a road that we have outlived all of us. That is how to build the future.
Powered by Grassroots Movement for Tinubu GMT, Ondo State Chapter. GMT, in God we trust.
Glad to have you back. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at OSRC TV Ondo. Engineers have been charged to uphold professionalism and diligence as they navigate the evolving demands of their field. This conversation took center stage at the inauguration of the 5th Akure Chapter Chairman and the swearing-in of the 2025-2026 executive members of the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Blessing Obe brings us details.
Members of the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, alongside dignitaries from across Nigeria, gathered in Akure for the inauguration of the 5th chapter chairman and the induction of the 2025-2026 executive members. In his remarks, the outgoing chairman, Samuel Folorinshaw, and president of the institute, Felix Olu, urged the new leadership to sustain the institute's legacy while embracing innovative ideas.
To our incoming chairman, Engineer Adeyemi Adeyomi, and the new ESCO, I congratulate you on your well-deserved appointments. You are taking over a chapter with a solid foundation, a chapter that has already been well built, and I urge you to build on our legacy while introducing fresh ideas.
I congratulate all the past chairmen of the chapter for building continuity. The chapter has produced leaders and team players who have been working at the national level in committees and boards. It's therefore a celebration of a working chapter.
Representing the Ondo State Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Special Advisor on Power, John C. Alabi, emphasized the importance of unity and described effective energy management as a catalyst for growth in the power sector.
I urge you to become a hub for policy dialogue, innovative partnerships, and technical excellence. As a government, we are open to collaboration. We will continue to work closely with professional bodies such as yours to ensure that policies are not made in isolation, but with the benefit of local expertise and global best practices.
Major highlight of the day was the formal inauguration of the 5th chapter chairman and the new executive members. In his acceptance speech, the newly sworn-in chairman, Adedokun Adeyono, pledged to work collaboratively with stakeholders and uphold the institute's core values.
It's a call for service, and we are trusting God to help us. He has been our strength, our help in the ages past. We equally trust him to see us through.
The Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers remain committed to advancing professional excellence through innovative and sustainable solutions that improve lives and the environment. Blessing Obe, OSRC News.
And Chief Executive Officer of the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, has been described as a visionary leader whose dedication to excellence in the media industry continues to make a significant impact. This recognition came during the inauguration ceremony of the 5th Akure Chapter Chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, where he was honored with Transformative Leadership Award for his contributions to societal development. Blessing Obe reports that the DG, alongside other distinguished personalities, was honored at the event. An Oyo State High Court sitting in Ibadan has dismissed a 5 billion naira defamation suit instituted by the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba Land, Gani Adams, against the Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, fondly called Sunday Igboho. The court, presided over by Justice Ademola Salami, also awarded a cost of 500,000 naira against Adams in favor of Igboho. The applicant had, through his counsel, Sikiru Akirele, filed for the enforcement of his client's fundamental rights, alleging that Igboho had injured him in his capacity as the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba Land, and demanded 5 billion naira as damages. Delivering his judgment, Justice Ademola Salami dismissed the suit and upheld the submission by Igboho's counsel, declaring that the affidavit in support of the claims of the applicant, Gani Adams, was defective, having not been deposed to by the applicant or a person informed by him. Then we retake the story of the honor being done on the Director General of Osrc. The Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, has been described a visionary leader whose dedication to excellence in the media industry continues to make a significant impact. This recognition came during the inauguration ceremony of the 5th Akure Chapter Chairman of the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, where he was honored with Transformative Leadership Award for his contributions to societal development. Blessing Obe reports that the DG, alongside other distinguished personalities, was honored at the event.
Renowned for his excellence in journalism and broadcasting, Kenneth Odushola Stevenson was among the notable individuals celebrated for transformative leadership and innovative strides in the public sector. It was a moment of pride as the Director General, CEO of Osrc Media Group, was presented with an award of excellence by the Akure chapter of the Nigerian Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. As he stepped forward to receive the honor, the award, titled Transformative Leadership Award, was presented to him amidst applause.
We hereby present this award to you today for your transformational leadership.
In his acceptance speech, the Director General described the award a shared recognition for both the broadcasting and engineering communities, acknowledging the collaborative efforts driving growth and innovation.
When this came, I just believed that I should accept it, because not only because of the OSRC, but because of what I've done for the engineering community over the years. But then what is important is that this particular award is very, very important to me, because whatever we do in broadcasting is engineering. And because it's engineering, we must also do it with precision. And we have the best team in that place, and that makes it very easy for me to achieve what we've achieved so far.
He was further commended for his leadership in transforming staff welfare and driving operational excellence at the Ondo State Redivision Corporation.
He's a man of dignity with a high level of humility. He's a person that is dedicated to any cause that he believes in. He's someone that when he set his face or set his eye on something that he's going to do, he will definitely accomplish it.
Other distinguished awardees, including the commander of Ondo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun Corps, were also recognized for their significant contributions to security and community development.
British lawmakers have voted overwhelmingly to ban the protest group Palestine Action, designating it as a terrorist organization under the Terrorism Act 2000. The House of Commons approved the measures with 385 votes in favor and 26 against, following incidents where activists from Palestine Action broke into the Royal Air Force base at Breeze Norton and vandalized 2 military aircraft with red paint. The ban places Palestine Action alongside extremist groups such as Al-Qaeda and ISIS, making membership of support a criminal offense punishable by up to 14 years in prison. The legislation also proscribed 2 far-right groups, the neo-Nazi Maniacs Murder Court and the Russian Imperial Movement. The order now moves to the House of Lords for approval, expected to take effect within days if passed. So, Home Secretary Vetkopa defended the ban, citing national security concern and the group's history of disruptive and damaging actions targeting companies linked to Israel's military. Palestine Action has condemned the move, accusing the government of bypassing proper parliamentary scrutiny by bundling their proscription with far-right groups. Cristiano Ronaldo has led a glowing list of tributes to Diogo Jota following confirmation of his Portugal teammates passing. Ronaldo, who played in Jota's final match last month, penned an emotional statement in reaction to the Liverpool star's tragic death. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, Ronaldo, was among the football stars to pay tribute to Jota, whose death came just 2 weeks after his marriage to long-term partner Ruth Cardoso in Portugal. The pair played 32 games together for the Portuguese national team, the most recent of which came in the Nations League last month. Meanwhile, Lionel Messi posted his heartwarming tribute to Instagram, saying, "May his soul rest in peace." And that's it on the news at 7. Before we go, let's take a look at some of the major stories. We told you that residents of Akure, the Ondo State capital, have lamented the deplorable condition of some major roads, calling on both federal and state governments attention to the damaged parts for immediate repair. We also informed you that OSRC Director General Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson has been honored with an award of excellence for his contributions to societal development. And lastly, you have that Oyo State High Court sitting in Ibadan has dismissed a 5 billion naira defamation suit instituted by the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò Gani Adams against Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho. And that's it on the news at 7 tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.